Hello everyone, and welcome to Future Sketch, the energy update for November 2022. My name is Chris, I'm an energy healer and intuitive, and every month I channel messages and guidance for the upcoming energies in the month ahead to give us a sense of what the journey holds for some of us. So make sure you like and subscribe for future videos. So last month we saw a major theme around pause, a time for reflection, prioritization, and organization, much of that particularly around the experience of loss and or death. The energy of each month can bleed into the one before or after. So for some of us, this pause may continue into November. We each experience these energies in our own divine timing because the structures that guide our similar experiences may be subtly different. And this also means that some of us may already be experiencing the emergence of energies in November and the energies that we'll talk about here. But we'll talk about what we might see this November and the purpose of these experiences for us. So one thing to look for this month is delightful inspiration. And what we're going to see is that in the presence of everything going on, that there's still the possibility to smile. And that's really important for us. And in this reading, there was the reminder that that possibility is always our own choice. How we face our challenges is a matter of choice. And especially as we're moving into these darker and colder months of winter here, we'll also find more experiences with the darkness and with shadow that's meant to inspire us to demonstrate resilience and to smile in the presence of challenge and share our gifts. So look for your opportunities to smile and remember the value in helping others find those opportunities as well. The value in helping other people smile. So last month we saw the emergence of obstacles as well, but this month our obstacles seem to be specifically around financial areas. And what came through here is that this may show up in one of two ways. On one side of the coin, we have the sudden disappearance of obstacles that will reveal harmony, balance, and prosperity. And this is all due as a result of the preparation we made in order to meet this obstacle. When the obstacle disappears, we're left with this abundance of energy that we can now redirect. And then on the flip side, though, there will be some that experience obstacles to finances as a way of continued invitation to prioritizing our energy in order to direct that flow of prosperity and abundance. So bringing mindfulness to where our energy is spent and what returns are balancing those investments. And something else to look for this month is a renewal of purpose. And what this feels like is a renewal or discovery of the sacred contracts made in our purpose. We may find ourselves opening up in new perspectives to see ways in which we are able to step into a brighter future, as well as ways that we can help others do the same. This can also present for us in such a way that sees us walking away from these types of contracts, especially relationships. So walking away from the agreements and contracts that we may have made in the past, but now with a new perspective, we find them to no longer serve our highest good. So something else to look for this month are opportunities for reflection and healing in relationships. Opportunities that grant us introspection where we're able to go within and meet the needs of our own self as opposed to someone else. Because as we pull back in separation and fill our own wounds with love, we become more capable for compassion and for seeing and acting in ways that help us find forgiveness for not only others, but ourselves as well. This has major collective energetic ties. What came through here is the feeling that wheels will begin turning toward what seems like an inevitable course, something that we were avoiding or fearing. This feels like is a collective disturbance written with our own fears. So there are powers that are struggling for dominance within our minds, within the minds of the masses. But there's a great deception at play. This is not something that we can change, but something that we do have a choice in how we participate, how we give energy into this manifestation. And so the purpose in all of this is to strengthen our own individual resolve and our intent for creation. So now some strategies for navigating November. The first one that was offered was just a reminder to shine our own light, to really recognize our own brilliance and really our own individuality and sovereignty as well. So guidance to really answer to no one but yourself, to rely on your own power and recognize that individual power and your powers of creation and manifestation, and really to question and challenge the status quo, simply by radiating your own individual light in the freedom of your divine heritage. And the next piece of advice and strategy for November is about accountability. And really a balance to the one before. So not letting our radiance be so bright that it blinds us from the purpose. Letting go of that need to rescue others, to give them the freedom of choosing their own path, and honoring them as radiant beings who have that divine power of choice as well, the same right that we have. So really balancing and honoring our ability to choose with the ability of others to choose. And so in all of those things, recognizing our power but leading with humility. And the next piece of guidance that was offered was just a reminder of how we can feel secure and prosperous in both the material world and the spiritual world as well. A reminder that abundance is not about having everything, it's about having everything that we need, and really recognizing that and making sure that that's where our focus is when it comes to the challenges that may be presented during this month, is in recognizing that we always have everything that we need. We may not have everything, we don't need everything though. And this last piece of guidance that was offered is really just about being responsible and mindful in where we direct our energy, where we direct that flow of prosperity in all areas, energetically, financially, mentally, spiritually. Where we're directing our energy is where we give that energy. Are we receiving the same amount in return? And just being mindful and observant of that, to ensure that there is that balance, that healthy balance. So thank you for joining me. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And a special announcement here, I'm putting the final touches on my book, which will be hopefully ready for purchase in the next couple of months. It's called Awakening, the 6 Keys to Transformational Healing. So stay tuned for updates on that as well. But as always, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey.